Hi, it's Mark Raymond from the Mind Trap Club, where we show you how to become more, simply more. Today I want to talk about meditation and using meditation to see self. To do this, we need to understand a couple of truths first. Understanding to learn to see self isn't really about seeing the real you. It is about seeing the you think you are. Contrary to much popular belief, we are mostly constructed creatures, and much of what we have constructed is of little value to ourselves because we have created a self to suit the world as specified to us by school. To get to this, we first need to know how to focus. Move our focus and learn to move that focus onto what we want to focus on. This particular focus is one of the hardest to master because often is looking at the many little ways we do things and looking at the why. The way I do this, I get into a meditative state and I focus on my breathing. Once I am focused, I then move my focus onto the first emotions which present itself to me. Usually it's uncomfortable, and I generally don't want to see whatever is presenting. I am basically uncomfortable. Then I sit with what is uncomfortable or presented feelings, and I basically sit with them until what is there becomes clear. Sometimes the issue or part of me feels too large. I can't cope with the emotions. So when this happens, I take a small part of the parcel of emotions and look at the corner of the feelings which are presenting. I then look at all that it is and I will sit with it. Sometimes this will take a long time to begin to see what is there. I have found all manner of experiences when doing this. Sometimes rage, sometimes joy, sometimes a little repetitive behavior process I have, sometimes a thought process, a belief I have. It doesn't really matter what is there. It always takes time for the noise to slow down and come into focus. Once I focus on the area I focused on, I allow space for the feelings. And after a time, the feelings become seen, and in some more time, familiar. I then sit with them until I feel comfortable with whatever is presented. After a time, I begin to look very closely at the emotions that are intertwined with the area I'm working on. I look for fear, joy, hatred, pain, love, connection, determination, stress, strain, pleasure. I look closely at how the emotions are wired together. I also look for thought processes and the structure of the area I'm working on. Are there word structures used? If so, I look for the words used. And I look at the words to look at how many emotions are connected to those words, how the emotions are intertwined with the words. And I look how charged something is. This basically means how much energy something is pumped up with. After I begin to see this clearly, I then begin to pull at all the different emotions, words, and other forms of structure, and the amount of energy something is empowered with. I pull at a small emotion, I release some energy. I look at the word structure or the other structures and change the words or forms. I pull out emotion which is there and insert a new emotion. I pull out a charged energy, or if it is without power, I charge it up to bring it to life. It amazes me constantly when doing this how much you can manipulate what is there. This is why I say this is not the real us. It is a created us. If I can see something which is put together with emotions, thoughts and energy, and I can play with it and change it, then it is nothing more than my own creation. It was created with my emotions, my thoughts or word structures, and empowered by my energy. It is definitely true, however, that I may have created this truth because someone else spoke words into my life with their words or actions, and I have agreed with them, and they have become my truth. However, truth is not true. It is a make-believe world, your make-believe world. If you can make a world any way you want, is it wise to make the world you have? I have learned during this process that all parts of yourself can be changed incrementally and slowly with the process of focused meditation. It isn't particularly fast, but I find that every single day when I meditate, something changes. When you do this a bit every single day, the world changes, or at least your perception of it. And then the real growth will begin. You will rebuild the you were, and this will change the world as you know it. And you will now find what was once hard easier, and you will need a new challenge. And you will grow into a larger external world. This will bring about new challenges and struggles, then instead of trying to rebuild what is there, you will have to begin to build new parts of yourself from scratch. You will begin to become more and more. And you will begin to accept and pursue new challenges. Meditation to me isn't just about coming to find your nirvana. It is about getting to nirvana and then using that power, to build your functional self so you can have the ability to interact with the world and make this world a nirvana for you. I hope you have enjoyed my lesson on working with emotions, your emotions. I will give many more lessons in time on how to specifically learn to work on parts of your emotions. Some of these lessons can be difficult to implement, but have wide-ranging rewards. If it would be okay to give me a like or a share or a comment, it would be greatly appreciated. If you like my content and would like to have more, please subscribe. Have a wonderful day.